Welcome to episode 2 of mechanics you probably don't know about. I'll be looking on how you can save yourself and your allies from homing missile, how you can more reliably escape with your blink dagger when respawning after ages, and also 3 tricks on how to avoid rupture damage. First up, we're going to look at the interaction between Hurricane Pike and Gyrocopter's homing missile. This is a really interesting interaction, and it can be something that can not only save yourself but your teammates. So by using Hurricane Pike and auto attacking, it not only increases your attack speed, but it ensures that it's a longer duration before you get hit by the homing missile. Another cool thing about homing missile is that it gets destroyed completely once it enters or gets put inside Chronosphere. Monkey King's Boundless Strike is physical damage, so it won't actually do damage to someone who is in ghost form or eternal. When you're trying to escape from the hero, you'll only get stunned but you won't take damage. Next, I'm going to show you how you can escape with Blink Dagger very reliably after you respawn with Ages of the Immortality or after Raking's Reincarnation. Here first is an example of this, that it even goes through Static Storm. That Static Storm works in a way which it revolves around ticks, so it does an instance of damage every few seconds, or I think it's about twice every second, so you can escape during it. So if you want to actually avoid this, you need to go into your settings and go into hotkeys. Go down to advanced hotkey option and turn quick cast on with key down and enable advanced quick cast or auto cast. So this will give you these options up at the top that wouldn't have been there previously. So I used my fourth slot on items for using my blink dagger, and I always put my blink dagger in that slot. So I have actually put B as my key for using quick cast. What this means is that when you press the button down, it now activates that ability or item, whichever you did with your keybinds. Now I'm going to look at Pugna's life drain. This is something that I didn't know, and it actually says in the tooltip, is that when Pugna is at full health and he sucks someone off with life drain, is that he actually drains their mana as well, which is pretty cool. And when you use it on your ally and your ally is at full health, it will actually restore their mana. This is something that I thought, just because of the name of the ability, is called life drain, and I think that a lot of people might not know this either. Now I'm going to show you 2 tricks based around Timber Saw. The first one, I'm going to show you what happens normally when you get stunned during Timber Chain, that it gets interrupted. Now this first trick can work around other projectiles, not just Spirit Breaker's charge, but it's fairly easy to do with stuff like Sven Stun or Vengeful Spirit Stun. And what you do is when you Timber Chain, you cast that ability, you straight away use Yule's Scepter after that. This makes you immune for a small period of time and ensures that you will not get stunned during your Timber Chain. The next one is pretty well known, is that when you use Timber Chain and blink instantly after it, you can change the path at which your Timber Chain goes. This is really useful when you're chasing down enemies and you're trying to ensure that you hit your abilities. It can also be used aggressively and get vision on the high ground. Next, I'm going to show you 3 ways which you can escape Rupture damage. Now, Rupture is a skill that a lot of new players have a hard time dealing with, and sometimes it can be a hard time when you have a Bloodseeker who's really fed in your game. So the first one is you Yules yourself, and instantly after that you blink. But this does not work if you do not blink in a straight line of where your character is facing. If your character has to turn even a small angle during the blink dagger duration, that you take damage. The second way is with Manta. So you blink and then use Manta instantly after it. You're immune for a small period of time. It works kind of similar to the Yule's one. I first saw this on Blackstream, and you can also do with other blink abilities such as Anti-Mage's Blink. The third one is only possible with Queen of Pain's Blink. What you do is you blink at maximum range, which is 1300 units, and you walk a small amount more than that. What happens is Rupture doesn't count if you move too far of a distance in a small period of time.